Fly me to the moon, let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. Let rain fall, let rain
And good morning. Welcome to Today at the Races, presented by Fidelity First. And happy first day of spring, everybody, here, as we have a nice live racing program this afternoon. First race post time 1:10. 3 carryovers on the afternoon. I'm Stan Salter, announcer Dave Rodman here with us for Today at the Races this morning. 3 carryovers. Happy first day of spring for you.
Happy first day of spring to you. I see you have your spring garb on. I've got my my Costco jacket on.
Yep.
So, what can I tell you? Hopefully we'll put it to rest after this week, because it's going to be in the 70s here in Maryland in midweek, and that means possible turf action coming your way very soon.
Yeah, taking entries today in the Laurel Park Racing Office. 3 turf extras up there, so hopefully some nice big full fields next Friday. But first, some nice carryovers today. Let's talk about those. We're going to start in race 1 with the Rolling Super High Five. A little shy of $300 in there for the Super High Five carryover, race 1. Then the Rainbow Pick 6. That one's growing, not as big as Gulfstream's. They have the big Pick 6 carryover today. A little over $3.8 million down there at Gulfstream today, but a nice little carryover for our Pick 6, a little over $5,500. That's going to start in race 4. Another big carryover on the day out, Santa Anita. Their carryover in the Pick 6, a little over $90,000. And then you see our Pick 5 carryover. That's going to start in race 5, always with our industry low 12% takeout for the Pick 5, a little over $4,600. That's going to start in race 5. Let's check the track condition, as we're a little overcast here on the first day of spring, but not too bad as the sun's coming out here. Hopefully, it looks like we're going to we have a sealed track right now listed as fast, so hopefully it's drying out.
But look at that turf course. I think it's almost ready to go. I mean, this forecast is a lot better than what they'd called for back Friday. Right now, we're calling for just a few showers developing, maybe a snowflake or 2, but highs in the 40 stands. So compared to a worse forecast, we had possibly a chance of snow this afternoon, but we might see a flake. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Yeah.
We're going to have some replays from Winter Carnival with the snow falling. So let's get right to it. Now, by the way, live Pick 4 pools yesterday. All 3 Pick 4 yesterday. Nice payouts. The early Pick 4 paid over $4,700. Middle Pick 4 paid over $3,300. And the late Pick 4, that paid over $7,700 with Big Zapple or something. Frank Zappa won the last race. You know about that.
Yeah, Trevor McCarthy aboard a horse that was 16-1, I believe. Big Zapple was. So not often you get Trevor on a horse like that, and that really made for a nice Pick 4 payoff in the final leg of the Pick 5 and 6.
And Dale Capuano with a nice day yesterday. 2 winners, including a nice first-time starter, Big Top, I believe. He won by 10.
I think that was kind of the star of the day. A bit of a bargain purchase for $15,000. Chased a very quick opening quarter. The time was good on a track rated from fast to good yesterday, as the rain did fall here at Laurel Park. And still some moisture in today with that sealed fast track.
All right, race 1's going to start us off real nice. Open 15,000, 4 and up, going 5.5 furlongs here in race 1. And there you see the carryover, a little shy of $290 for today's Super High Five. It's a $1 minimum play, same low 15% takeout. And here's my ticket for the Super High Five. I'm going to use the 6 on top. The 6, 12 stone, a 3-time winner here at Laurel Park. Likes a little moisture in the ground, I think, which we're going to have today, even though we're listed as fast. Victor Carrasco aboard the 6, 12 12 stone, so I'll key the 6 over the 2-5, over 2-3-4-5, over 5 horses there in the 4th spot, with all down there at the bottom, a $54 play there for the super high 5. The 6 12 stone, my top play here. Claudio Gonzalez tied for your leading trainer right now with Kieran McGee, gets your leading rider, Victor Carrasco. This horse loves Laurel Park, loves an off track, 2 wins, 3 seconds, 2/3 from 9 starts in an off track. Last time at this level, 15,000 back in January here on a good track. That was a winning effort. Drops back down today here at a level where he should be very tough.
Yeah, well, the pace should be sharp, if not contested, maybe Hurler, and also a horse named Daniel Did It, who previously had some good early speed as well, could possibly hook up. But I think it's kind of a wide open race here in the opener here at Laurel Park. It's a bang, looking to return to some former glory too for trainer Donald Barr. 6-2-5 in the opener. I'm not going to argue with any of those 3, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you mentioned Daniel Did It first off the claim for Kieran McGee. We all know he's very sharp with that angle. Good bullet work posted there at Pimlico March 13th. Claimed the horse February 14th and fresh today.
And the reason you see he didn't have speed last time out is he stumbled at the start stand, and 2-3 races back, he faced a horse we'll talk about later in Cooking Up a Storm.
All right, turn the page here. Race 2 is going to kick off the first of 3 pick 4s this afternoon. This is a nice claim in 10,004 and up. Never won 3 lifetime, going 6 furlongs. The 3 Colton's Grand. I don't think there's too much speed here in this race. Billy Campbell, sharp trainer. He gets the leading rider, Victor Carrasco. This was a sharp front-running score last time at Charlestown. This horse is 1 for 5 here at Laurel Park. A little bit of a step up here from that condition against State Bred last time to the 10,000 here today, but I'll go with the 3 Colton's Grand on top.
Yeah, now there's a couple other horses in there. You've got to see the 2 Andy Picked Me. This is first off the claim for Cal Lynch, now stabled here in Maryland. It's a little hard to tell how he's going to do with claims here in Maryland, Cal Lynch Stanton, because he does have a good first off the claim record, but most of those wins, all of them as a matter of fact, have come out of town at Parks. Laurel Pimlico, this is only his 4th claim in 5 years here. Andy Picked Me, but he's coming back to perhaps his best distance at 6 furlongs, where he's able to chase the speed and try to run them down late.
Big win for the whole Lynch family yesterday. Lynch, Cal, the trainer, he had his brother Fergal aboard, and then his wife Daniela, the owner, yesterday. So Lynch barn going well, and this horse had a big win for Benny Perkins last fall, and hasn't run back to that sharp form. But now first off the claim here today. As we turn the page now, race 3. We're just 1 race away from our first from the pick 6 carryover. Race 3 claiming 10,004 and up. 2 life going 5.5 furlongs. Pick 6 can't come fast enough. I'm going to go with the 8 on the outside here. The Breeze Bayou, my best bet of the day. Let's get a video replay here of this horse's last win for trainer Linda Albert. Trevor McCarthy was aboard. Very game win. This horse had to duel early, 2 wide, dueled all the way around the far turn, was in between horses turning for home here. That's no man's land, and just a very game, gutsy win down there on the outside. Jazz Player was a New York dropper that day. I think Linda Albert making the right move here today. Men's Grill Racing, the owners, they'll be here today having a good time. They like to win races. They claim this horse for 40. They've gotten a couple nice checks against maiden special weight. They got the win last time, and now they're just dropping down to get their picture taken today, hopefully.
And it's not a real tough field. Since the addition of Blinkers 4 races back, he's had 1 poor race, and that was with Excuse. They're back 2 back in the form on January the 18th. So the Blinkers have turned the trick. This horse looks like he's well spotted in here. It's not a real tough field. I think a good move by Linda Albert to put him here. Maybe we can build up his confidence there after the maiden score.
Exactly. That's my best bet of the day there. Breeze Bayou, go all in there and maybe build your bankroll for the pick 6 and pick 5 carryover, which starts in race 4. Let's get a commercial break, and we'll go over those when we come back.
Every morning in Maryland, a new day dawns on more than 16,000 horse farms. From the mountains to the ocean and all along the Chesapeake Bay, new life surges from paddock to field to track, energizing the O-Line State's grandest sport. Maryland, we grow horses.
Race is presented by Fidelity First. I'm Stan Salter, Dave Rodman here. Two nice carryovers coming up. Our pick 6 starting in race 4 today. Real nice maiden special weight race. And our carryover in today's Rainbow pick 6, little over 5,500. There you see it. Ty Ellis will be on with me this afternoon. He'll have a ticket for the pick 6. And then our nice carryover in the pick 5 starting in race 5. There's Ty's ticket there now. He has an affordable $32 play. His key horse, let's see, Rod Dog coming in race H. That's a nice allowance feature of the day. He likes the 3 Candida H there for Mike Trombetta in race 8. I like the 2 Lady Terp there in race 8. That's going to be my single in the pick 5. So there's Ty's pick 6 ticket. He'll be on with me this afternoon. Nice carryover in the pick 6, a little over 5,500 here. And it's a nice maiden special weight race going 2 turns to start it off.
Breaking news, just got this in. The 9th race, number 3, Zimbabwe. His first time Lasix, I believe. In the 9th race, number 3.
That's the only change on the day. No scratchy. I got that one too.
Okay, just now I got that from Frank Sommel. Yeah, there's not many changes. You haven't heard scratches, right? We really don't have any today. So
no change
number
Sunday.
3. Yeah, no change. We like that. To give us some more time here to talk about this pick 6 sequence.
I have a video spotlight here of the 4. It's the Truth, a 3-year-old filly by Yes It's True. Won the Grade 1 DeFrancis Dash here at Laurel Park back when DeFrancis Dash was a Grade 1. The dam was 0 for 1, but this horse ran a good race last time in the snow. President's Day here. Had to come wide, a little wide around the turn, was behind horses. Street Cruiser was the winner, sharp winner this day. She came back good second in an allowance race after this, got a 66 buyer. I think this horse, It's the Truth, finishes with interest there. You see in the Augustin colors coming up there third. I think it's going to like the added distance this filly gets today, going 2 turns. Grand Motion with a couple winners on Friday. You know he's geared up for spring. You get one of the leading riders here, Trevor McCarthy. I think this horse likes to stretch out here today.
Yeah, right. Second was Star Cruiser to a horse named Absolutely, a New York Invader, who really looked good in winning there. So obviously that makes It's the Truth the horse to beat. Might want to mention, too, that today's morning line was done computer generated. I don't know if we mentioned that yet or not, but our morning line was not done by Keith Fusel. So if you're looking at the morning line, you're going, you know, what's going on here? You know, it doesn't seem quite right. It was computer generated. So
yep, the odds would be a little different. That shows you the value and importance of an on-track odds maker. I like Hibernia Fire in the last race, 20-1 there for Robin Graham. Yeah, so the odds
You're not going to get that.
No,
maybe.
not going to get 20-1 probably on Hibernia in the last. But
yeah, when it comes to morning lines, I think still the human brain is a little bit better than a computer-generated odd. But anyway, that's the way it is for today. The 5 in here, Go Dana, is an interesting play, Stan, from the Shannon Ritter barn. Was a pace prompter, pacemaker actually, last time out. But a winner out of that race include a check, a next out winner out of there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's much early speed in here. This is a well-bred 3-year-old filly by Malibu Moon. In fact, she could be lone speed in here for Alex Cintron and Shannon Ritter. Good effort last time. You mentioned that race. Included check came back to win in the Navy now, a sharp winner that day. So, and I like the speed going 2 turns better than the 1-turn mile. So, Go Dana could be go gone early here.
Yeah, that's indeed a good angle. Choir is another Grand Motion runner. He's got what's going to probably be the favorite, and It's the Truth. But a horse coming from turf to dirt here, but sticking with maiden special weight company.
Yeah,
so maybe not the horse that they thought on the turf. Was a favorite on the turf back last year as a 2-year-old over the Laurel course, rated good then. So they're protecting this filly. Maybe a little prep for the turf later, but obviously working well in non-turf works at Fair Hill.
The dam, Emmy Darling by Graham Hall, she made almost $300,000, and most of that was on the dirt. So there wasn't too much turf pedigree I saw on the dam side. Obviously pulpit, so they tried the turf with that one, but gets to a surface. I think this filly might like the dirt even better than she's shown on the turf so far. She's been 0 for 3 so far on the turf.
Well, there's a horse that's been on the dirt that's also been on the turf. There's 7 downdraft, Lasix and blinkers, getting that double punch today, and switching barns, Chuck Lawrence. Matt Shera had this horse, the Weaver barn, $2 performances, but a couple of changes, and also comes out of that race where Go Dana set the pace there. So an interesting kind of an angle there with some changes on downdraft.
Some nice young horses in Chucky Lawrence's barn. He's Tries all the changes there. Blinkers on, first time Lasix. You'll get a nice price on that one. As race 4, a tough handicap and race to kick off our pick 6. Good carryover, over 5,500 there in the pick 6. All right, you've already done the handicapping for that. Pick 5, low takeout, 12% takeout for our pick 5, and a nice little carryover, over 4,600 in the pick 5. There you see it there, $4,618. Race 5 will be the first leg, claiming $16,000 for filly and mares. Never won 2. Lifetime going 7 furlongs. There's my ticket, a $60 play. And my best bet of the day is in race 3, so I had to dig a little bit to find a single, and I go use my single in race 8. That's our nice allowance feature of the day. Lady Terp, I think, is going to like this distance, likes a little bit of an off track.
Wow, that's interesting that you single a horse in the 8th. Ty singles a horse in the 8th, and I kind of hedge away from both of them. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I don't know what that means. One of you is going to be right. One of us could be right. None of us could be right.
Well, I say we all combine, get a big ticket, and try to take it down
Okay.
and get some ammunition for Gulfstream Park's mandatory payout in their pick 6 next Saturday.
All right. Now, before we get to that 8th race single, yours ticket or Ty's ticket, we got to get the first leg here.
Yeah, I'm going 4 deep here in the first leg. I'm a little worried about the 1 Best Friends who I throw out, but using the 2 Grecian Star, 3 Better Way, and also the 4 Time to Spare. My top pick in here, though, in race 5 to kick off the pick 5 is the 8 Pernada for trainer Brandon Culp. An impressive winner last time against Maiden, 12-5, 8-length winner that day. Sliding Lady was 3rd, came back in 1. She's in this race here as well. I think Tyler Connor is going to have a perfect outside draw here. Going 7 furlongs. This horse had a decent second in the mud, 2 back, and I know we're fast here today. In fact, looks like they're still sealing the track right now as we speak. I like the outside draw going 7 furlongs here. This horse in very good form.
Pernada could be one of those, got the wake-up call and breaking the maiden, and then goes on from there. Maybe they figured her out finally. There are 3 horses coming out of a common race, won by Motivate, I think it was. Oh, I'm sorry, Moldavite. Sorry, I remember that horse.
I can't pronounce the
Better
name
Way.
either.
I was going Motivate. I don't remember calling her. Now I remember Moldavite. That's a Time to Spare off the claim. You got Better Way, the 3, both of those in your mix, and also the Natitude Way, who was 3rd in that same race with the willing comment. So, I can see why you're spreading on the ticket here.
Yeah, this could be a nice claim for Tim Keefe here on the 4 Time to Spare. Very impressive maiden win back in December. Hasn't gotten back to that sharp form since then. Kind of been a little bit of a money burner, but the Tim Keefe barn going very well. He didn't run much during the break at all. It has a lot of fresh horses here these first couple weekends. Trevor McCarthy aboard, one of your leading riders. Horse been working well here in the morning. The 3 Better Way first off the claim for Claudio Gonzalez, so you have to use that horse. And I wasn't sure about the 2 Grecian Star coming off the layoff for Gary Capuano, but Gary's good with horses coming off the layoff, 20%. And well, it's the first day of spring, so you think Preakness and Orioles baseball. This is a Marathon Farms Peter Angelo's horse, so why not 5-1?
I don't know if there's going to be enough pace for her. She just likes so far behind there, that's for sure. She doesn't have a whole lot of early speed.
Lane Luzzy, the apprentice, with a win yesterday. He's one of your top 5 apprentice riders. So tough race there in race 5 to kick off the pick 5, but nice carryover, over $4,600. Turn the page here. Race 6 will kick off our late pick 4, and the late pick 4 yesterday paying over $7,700. All 3 pick 4s yesterday. Very live pools. They're just big enough where there's probably a lot of small tickets in there, but if you play a realistic ticket and you get a couple 8-1 Dale Capuano horses, something like that. Of course, we had a nice Wayne Potts in that long shot in the last race, but you get a couple prices and you have a live ticket, you can get a nice $7,700 pick 4 score.
Well, let's hope we get a nice payoff again today in that pick 4, which starts 6, 7, 8, 9, race 6.
And race 6, what a tough race this is. I'm 5 deep in my pick 5 ticket. This might be the race of the day, other than the second level allowance race in race 8. But race 6, a real tough 7,500 starter allowance, going 7 furlongs. Some very nice horses in here. And I go to the outside, the 8 Worthy Lion, and you have a video replay here of this horse.
I'm surprised you went that way, Stan, but I tell you what, this is a claim for trainer Jason Egan, who doesn't often claim horses. 5 claims in the last 5 years for Egan. Of course, he's done good work with horses like He's a Chance, Any Court in a Storm, time to spare. You'll see running in the 5th race today, previously in the barn. But I've always kind of liked this horse's early speed, tactical early speed, and a good victory here, February the 8th.
Jason.
You know, nothing really coming at him, and you know, just a little. Not even a tap of the stick, just a little finesse there with Lane Luzzy aboard Worthy Lion. First off the claim, a horse that's been claimed several times, different barns. You know, I've seen him run some big races here before. That was one of them.
Yeah, 2 starts at Laurel Park, 2 starts this year, a win in a second. And now last that win there, you just showed a mile and a 16th, and I love that cutback, mile and a 16th to 7 furlongs. Trevor McCarthy on the outside. He's going to be able to do whatever he wants in this race, I think. And Jason Egan, good second in the stake race yesterday. Any Court in a Storm, second to Sunny Inspired in the Ben's Cat yesterday. I think Jason expecting his first child with his wife Jordan, so he's firing on. He's very focused, I'm sure, and the horse is running well, so 8 Worthy Lion first off the claim. Nice. Probably won't get 5-1 on that horse, so.
Well, baby needs a new pair of shoes, as they say. Come on, Worthy Lion. Cooking Up a Storm. I mean, he's going for 4 in a row, and kind of one of the master of the obvious horses, I guess, in here. Beat 5 cents and one of his rivals of faced today, a horse named Model Citizen, who came back to Parks to win a starter allowance by Daylight with a legitimate figure in doing so as well. Looking to continue his streak and looking for his 5th win here at Laurel, Cooking Up a Storm.
I use that horse in my top 3. The one start jumping very fast from the inside, but has that dreaded inside post going 7 furlongs.
I think that was a pace control situation last time out when he stretched to the mile and a 16th off 7 furlongs. But, you know, he's a horse who's coming around, maybe doesn't have to have that lead, could relax a little bit more. Another horse in good form there, Start Jumping.
Don't forget about the 5, Homeboy Chris, 6-1 morning line. That might go down, but this a 9-year-old Maryland bred's made over $500,000, 4-time winner on and off track. And again, we're listed fast, but I think there's some moisture in the track today. 2-time winner here at Laurel Park. First off the claim, decent effort last time. Came with his traditional late run. Model Citizen, who was 3rd, would come back and win. Interesting story. This owner saw this horse on TVG down in Florida, called Franny Campitelli, said, I want to claim Homeboy Chris. First horse she ever claimed, just likes him because he's a good-looking, cool 9-year-old who's made over $500,000. Ran in the Kentucky Derby way back when. So the 5, Homeboy Chris, could be a nice price there in race 6 to kick off the late pick 4. Race 7, nice allowance race here for 4 and up. Going 6 furlongs. I have the Vim, number 9, on the outside. Big win last time against Beaton Nickel Company back in late January. Comes into this race fresh here for trainer Carlos Mencilla. Laura Lee Glazier was aboard last time. She's back aboard. This horse 0 for 8 on and off track, but is a 3-time winner here at Laurel Park. I like the outside draw. Sharp win last time. Big step up here to Allowance Company, though.
I'm not going to argue with anything in this race. I mean, if this is a spread race, I believe, on a ticket, I mean, I can see where Vim, who's always had early speed, can probably try to take them all the way in this spot. You know, Still Chief is 2nd off the claim for Trombetta. I happened to see that race at Parks. He ran in last time up, and look who he ran against. He ran against Gursky.
Yep.
Come on, you know, ran big yesterday in the Ben's Cat. So arguably a softer spot here. Ghost Bay looking to return to best form for trainer Larry Murray. Last year as a 3-year-old, unsuccessful with 2 tries, but he was a winner of the Maryland Juvenile Futurity as a 2-year-old. In surging fashion there, with a lot of trouble in the race back as a 2-year-old. So he's looking to get back to best form. You know, Miner's Quest, arguably, I mean, can win this race if there's enough speed to set it up for him, if the pace is quick enough.
Exactly. Needs a setup here. Coming out of that race with Gursky 2nd. You mentioned Gursky, real good 3rd in the Ben's Cat yesterday. 2nd off, a little brief freshening here. The horse is fresh. I like the barn. Howard Wolfendale, he always brings him over here ready to roll. Taylor Hole, a good come-from-behind rider, so the tough inside post needs a little bit of a setup, but they haven't given up on this horse. They must like this horse, 5-year-old by Mineshaft. They've had this horse for a long time, and I've seen horses in this barn when they've had them for a long time. When they get good, they get real good. So the 2, Miner's Quest, I think, in good form right now. The 8, Last Confession, also coming out of the Gursky race last time.
Right. Last Confession, just behind Miner's Quest when they met last, was beaten by Still Chief, but was gaining a bit on Still Chief. First off the claim from Mary Epler. a nickel claim, but under some protection here in the allowance company. So I think they like what they claim. Just got to kind of figure him out. He's on the verge possibly of running a big race.
All right, race 8 is our allowance feature of the afternoon. Real nice second-level allowance condition, optional, claiming $32,000, going a mile in a 16th. I have a video spotlight of my top pick in here. The 2, Lady Terp, coming out of a real good race. Candida H was third, and Candida H is back in here. You're going to see Lady Terp way on the outside, came with a 5-wide run around the far turn, going this mile distance. 0 for 2 going a mile and a 16th, but this filly's a 3-time winner, 5-year-old mare actually by Birchstone, 3-time winner here at Laurel Park. Here you see her in the red cap up there, Lady Terp. On the far outside, coming with Luzzie. I think this horse is going to like the extra 16th of a mile she's going to get today. Luzzie's back aboard. This is the second race back off, a little layoff. Tim Keefe horse is doing well this winter. I like the 2, Lady Terp's going to save all the ground and come with a late run here today.
Yeah, Candida H was in that race for sure. The horse I'm kind of interested in, you do have in the mix, so let's talk about the 1 first, though, maybe tonight. And I'm glad you do have the 5 in their rare medal. Maybe tonight looking for a back-to-back. For trainer Ben Perkins Jr.
Yeah, inside post, sharp win last time, late January on a good track here. Loves 7 for 7 in the money here. 3 wins, 3 seconds, and a third from 7 starts here. Solid connections. You have to like that one. And the 5, Rare Lynch. Rare medal for the for Fergal Lynch riding for Lewis Linder here. Sharp win at Parks back in November. That was a real tough Nellie Morse we had here early January. Love came to town, was a sharp winner that day. Rare medal gets back here in a spot I think she can compete well.
Yeah, something I believe minor perhaps went on with her in the Nellie Morse because she's been off since then. You know, with 2 good form races previously, actually 3 previously, and 2 for the current connections. That race 3 back is intriguing to me. Sweet Henrietta beating a couple of lengths. There were 2 next out winners out of that race with pretty good figures. So I think that maybe the little time away is going to help her. She does come off time away, and you look at the barn, they don't have a good stat at time away horses. That's even a better reason to like her because, you know, you let something like that throw you off, and here she comes blowing up your pick 5, your pick 6.
Yep, 9-2, Fergal Lynch, a good rider. So I key on Lady Terp in here. I need to be right about that one for my pick 5. I throw the 3, Candida H. I like this filly. She's shown she has some issues lugging in a little bit, and she's gotten good now. Mike Trombetta, very good trainer. He's got some of the best exercise riders out there. So if they haven't fixed this issue yet, maybe that's just part of her. She's still a good horse, but that's maybe always going to cost her in a photo going to the wire in these kind of races.
She's always kind of had that kind of issue.
Yep.
You know? Mm-hmm.
Nice filly, 5-2 there in race 8. That's the 3, Candida H. Hope that one doesn't beat me as a Lady Terp, my key horse.
And again, may not be 5-2. The morning line computer generated here, so you know horses like I think Cooking Up a Storm won't be maybe as advertised in the program today. Okay.
Race 9, and the odds could be the odds are all a little funny here in race 9. Maiden 3-year-olds 25 going 7 furlongs, and I have a 20-1 shot here on top, and I don't think I'm going to get 20-1. That would be nice though. The 7 Hibernia Fire, 3-year-old gelding by Frisian Fire. We're stretching out here a little bit to 7 furlongs. This is only his 3rd start. We've seen the Frisian Fires get better and better at 3 and with longer distances, and a big improvement last time at 28-1 there early January when they put the blinkers on. Had some improved speed, was down on the inside. Boone Companion, who was 2nd, would come back and win. Karamanos gets a nice outside draw here going 7 furlongs. And Confident Move stepping back up here to maiden 25 for a barn I like, trainer Robin Graham.
It's 2nd time blinkers. You know, I've seen this angle work a lot lately. You know, just an example, Sonny Inspired put the blinkers back on for trainer Phil Schoenthal, but a different kind of blinker. So perhaps they knew this horse needed blinkers, maybe a little tinkering, different kind of blinker today. He ran really big. Gamely, I like that comment there for Hibernia Fire.
The 9 Legal Precedent, 4 starts, 4 seconds, professional maiden, not yet.
Not yet, but he does keep teasing people, that's for sure. I mean, he's one of those horses that almost everybody will have on the ticket. If you try to beat him and he runs 2nd again, you're going to help yourself and your payoff.
Very good outside draw here with solid connections. Everything could go his way today, so you have to use that horse. The 3 you mentioned, Zimbabwe, first time Lasix
I gotta
here.
mark that down before I forget it myself. Zimbabwe.
First time Lasix on the 3, Zimbabwe in race 9 for trainer Graham Motion, Javion Toledo. Good day yesterday, won the stake on Sunny Inspired, 2 wins on the day. So dropping down from maiden special weight to maiden 25 here, first time Lasix. You have to like this horse a little bit.
I'm pretty cold. What's the soup of the day?
Probably the fan favorite chicken noodle and something else good. We'll have to check that out. Sunday brunch up there as well.
Well, wait. I've got something for you. Oyster soup.
Today?
Yeah, right here.
Beautiful.
Number
Oh,
5.
the 5. Okay. all right.
Blinkers on.
It's my favorite soup. Yeah.
If it's not the soup of the day, it should be. I can tell you that. I think this horse might be overlooked a little bit here. I thought the race 2 back was good, and here's a equipment change. With blinkers on here, pretty sharp pace there, 46-4 comparatively, and then no match last time out, and just kind of a rough run on the class raise, check 3/8, wide run. I like that wide run when you're beating 12 lengths. Blinkers on today could be a turnaround for Oyster Soup.
Yeah, first 2 starts were really good and just got in all kind of trouble last time on the raise up. Gets the blinkers on today. So Hunt's play of the day.
I guess so. I'll settle for oyster crackers right now.
Got a hunch, eat a lot of oyster soup, so I'm going to have to go to Riley's later on and get
It's
some.
either the buffet from me or oyster crackers for lunch. I'm not sure, depending on how much I throw into the pick 5.
Well, they will have the Sunday brunch up there today for everybody. 3 carryovers starting in race 1 for the Super High 5, pick 6, pick 5. Nice carryovers as well. Dave Rodman, he'll stick around and give you all of today's changes, which aren't many.
All 2 of them, I think.
All 2 of them. No scratches, no scratch Sunday here at Laurel Park. Good luck. I'll be back for the first race.